Hello there. Are you awake? Are you bored? Are you out of ideas about what to do with your own life? Well, look no further. You're tuned into Petals and Thorns on KKBN, the news and sounds of Bucharest by night. I am your host, the Deadly Rose, the tireless, talkative, terrifying, truth-speaking teller of tales and tester of taboos. It's been quite a few nights since the first Elysium this city has witnessed in almost a century, and even though sadly our dear sheriff doesn't seem to be with us anymore to bring that toreador touch to such an event, the gathering of our kind at the beautiful Athenaeum, the participation of the prince, the visiting archon I so much enjoyed meeting, the angel of club making an appearance, and of course the public execution of one very misguided young La Sombra, as well as the awakening of an old acquaintance of mine, Andrei Aman's own sire, Roxana Brâncoveanu, have made the night quite memorable. Welcome back among us, darling. You look as gorgeous and radiant as the night I first met you, and I hope you're going to enjoy this age as much as I do. Of course, some of us non-conventional folks chose to leave early and have some non-conventional fun at Sam's, followed by even less conventional use of rope and other implements before the sun hit the sky. I have no idea what the rest of the cannons did that night, but let's be honest, do any of you really care? I mean, maybe you handful of inquisitors who listen to the show clutching your crosses and clenching your buttholes every night, but hey, you dreadfully boring Bible bangers aren't really my target audience, so, as they say, sorry not sorry for not covering this topic. What is not boring though, is my favorite coterie, the one I've been following like a true fan, or maybe a hopeless addict, for a few weeks now. Aman's own deputies, the little wannabe white capes with tons of ambition. And speaking of ambition, I am delighted to see and report that Marius and Bendis have opened up a business together. After quote-unquote diplomatically evicting a very nasty bruja from her club, they took it over and in just a few nights they managed to turn that hall of horrors and villainy into a respected establishment. I must drop by sometime and see it with my own eyes and maybe even test out some of those private brews. The two and very different warlocks, Victor and Azra, have been rather quiet, probably engaging in that most noble tradition of their shared clan, reading. I would forward a guess as to what, but I think it's better if I don't accidentally summon a demonic entity into the Shreknet while trying to pronounce a few tome titles. My strawberry sweetheart, Ellie, has been gifted, or inherited if we're being morbidly realistic, a new lovely haven. She and Alex went clubbing, I hear, though that experience ended up with some scumbag humans in pieces. That ghoul can sure kick some ass. As for the last member of the coterie, the self-contradicting Tsimiche priest, Maxim, he disappeared. It is strange as everything about him has been so far and rather frustrating that even my sources and I cannot locate him. But rest assured, we'll keep trying. In more recent news though, meaning last night, the 6th position in the party appears to have been filled by another local anarch, another bruja to be precise, which some of you may simply know as Dev. And if you've ever heard him play that majestic guitar of his, you'd think he's one of my clan, and rather makes me jealous I didn't get to embrace him first. You see, kiddos, Dev, like most neonates, didn't know any better and accepted doing a gig in a ministry club. After a great show, he stumbled, under the stage, onto a very peculiar ceremony, involving a girl about to be unceremoniously dissected, so he had to step in, ripping a few heads in the process. For whatever reason, he decided to take this information to the deputies and apparently their new mommy, Roxana. I'm also curious about another old kindred, which I have not had the pleasure of meeting yet, who also awoke recently, a certain Constantine of the Ventru, one that, if I'm not mistaken, made quite a name for himself among mortals and immortals alike a few centuries ago. After socializing at their HQ, because knowing Roxana, I'm certain she entertained the Blue Blood personally, he and the kids took to one of David's establishments, demanding answers for the weird-ass rituals clan ministry seemed to be into these nights. Now, I partied with David and his beloved Sonia before, so I can only imagine what dear Ellie enjoyed down at Venom, especially since they all, including Marius, share such an interest in substances. The rest of them certainly learned something because, other than my candy cane Malkavian, they left in quite a rush, preparing for whatever's coming tonight. I have no clue as to where they're going or what they're planning to do, but knowing them, as I'm sure you do by now, my wonderful audience, it is probably going to be quite a show. So, until tomorrow night when we'll find out, all that's left to say is what I always say, my personal motto: savor the night, Bucharest, savor the night.